What's happening? This is David Banner, the God Box. I'm here on Global Grind with Brittany.
Hey, what's up, world? It's your girl, Brittany, and today I'm here with somebody that's very special and a god.
Touch my beard, touch my beard.
David Banner, how are you?
Awesome sauce. I said awesome sauce.
Pump your black fist, 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 pump your black fist.
So I watched your Black Fist video. I already told your publicist, I said, is he ready for the public scrutiny? Because they gave Beyonce a hard time. They're going to, like, kill you in the media.
I don't care.
That's a great place to be.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. It only affects you when you want what they have to offer. I don't want anything but black folks to have love and admiration for me. All the rest of the things that come to me, they're a plus and they're a blessing, and I'm thankful for it.
Yeah.
But I rap for my people now, for my people. You know, it's not that I don't want anybody else. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody. You know, I see so many artists they want to go pop. And then they treat their own people like nothing. Like, I care with Global Grind things. I care with All Hip Hop things. I care with World Star things. Like,
Yeah.
I really, really do. These are my people. I care with Ebony things. I'm successful with straight social media and pressing up CDs like I did when I first started. Like my God Box lecture series is sold out. Just about everywhere I go, thousands of people, not to see me perform, to hear me lecture.
Right.
My God Box shirts that you can get off davidbanner.com or any of my social media sites, I can't keep them in. Like, I had to hire Teespring in order to keep up with the orders for me. So what are they gonna do? I'm a businessman. I'm an independent businessman that's very successful. Scrutiny means nothing. I tell black folks this all the time. If I had you, I wouldn't need them anyway.
Black people, you know, we're enslaved mentally. It's like it takes a process for you to like stop caring.
I do something called transcendental meditation. It brought me a level of peace that I've never felt before. Like, I'm really, really cool as fuck now. And I know where God is and where God dwells. I know where the God Box is. You know, so as long as I know that I'm not picking, as long as I know that it's about retribution, because I'm a man of peace. Like, I'm not the old David Banner that I used to be. Like, you know, people, all my friends come to Atlanta and think we about to go to Strokers, and they really find out I am on a mountain somewhere meditating.
Yeah.
One of the things that also helped me besides transcendental meditation was therapy.
You went to therapy.
And we call that white folk shit. You need to go and sit. We need, as a people, to... One of my friends said we need a social engineer also, because we were socially engineered into the situation. But we need to figure out what's wrong with us mentally and fix each other as individuals. I believe that we did a lot of drinking and smoking at first. I think all the, you know, the Molly and the Xanax, I think all that shit is a fad.
You think so?
Yeah, because I even watch how a lot of these cats take drugs. They don't even know how to take drugs. No, I'm serious. Like, if you on uppers, you stay on uppers.
Right.
Like, these kids be up and down. That's why they be crying in the club. Oh, I heard Drake new song. That shit was jamming. You stepped on my shoe, I'm gonna kill you. Bow.
Right.
Like, I'm serious. Like, they don't even know how to take drugs. And I'm gonna tell you something. And this is psychological, and we don't look at it. Two generations. The generation before me was up with hope, down with dope, basically. You know, talking about what crack was doing to the neighborhood. Crack is whack, blah, 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 blah. My generation was the dope dealers.
Right.
So we knew that dope was wrong, but we get money, right? Our kids are now the dope users. And that's the cool shit. Where do they do that at? And but it's our fault.
Yeah.
It is my generation's fault because we didn't instill something different. Like now music, and it's basically partially because there are no strong men around to say no.
Right.
There's one artist in particular, and he knows who he is. He's one of the few people in the music industry that I love like he's my brother. And I watch him on TV, And I used to always wonder why he didn't want me to come around. Like, cause when we started off, we was like this. But he knew that if I was around, a lot of the shit that he was doing, that shit wouldn't happen. Because I love him. He would have to fight me before I would let him do that shit. But like,
What's his name?
I'm not telling you that.
You see how I try to sing? I was like,
Yeah, don't
well,
do
what's
me
his
like that.
name? What song
Yeah.
What song he sing?
I watch these kids on all these drugs, and you think about it, that's what they signing. So our kids don't want to be anything but successful.
Right.
So if that's what's gonna get me a deal, I know it ain't right. I know a couple of these rappers, they don't do no drugs. They know I know they don't do no drugs. But they get out here and tell all these kids, everybody that's they fan is hot, they off high.
But they do drugs, yeah.
And then at the end of the day, think about this. And I had one of my white friends told me this. He was like, now, look at what white people are doing to black people in America. He said, now look at your people. Are they ready for war? They're either fat. So you think about it, in these third world countries, them folks skinny and hungry and ready for war.
Right.
We fat and sloppy and high. We're not ready for what America has in store for us. We are not ready. And they're continuously, and then the crazy shit about it is, we're sending our people to hell and not even getting paid for it.
Yeah.
And not even getting the benefit off of it. Anything but fame. And we don't even know how to flip that into real cash. Revolution is when they don't know it's coming.
Okay.
Revolution is when they don't tell you where to protest and what time to protest. Like, for me, the real revolution is when we have the power to put our people together without assistance from the same people that's oppressing us.
Right.
The problem is that even white people themselves, the so-called good white people, won't admit who their race is and what their race has been historically to the world. You can't name me a place that white people have gone
And not destroyed?
that have not destroyed the indigenous people. When the last time you seen a Native American?
It's been a while.
In guard. When the last time you seen a fucking buffalo? The Tasmanian people don't exist at all. Like, come on, bro. Like, and they always make you feel like you're violent. Like, I did the statistics. Black folks are not killing white cops. White boys are killing white cops.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I think it was either 70% or 80% of all the cops that are dying by the hands of white people. But they're not killing white people like they're killing black kids. It's not a mistake. They're not making a mistake and pulling that taser. You're much too trained for that. Oh, I'm sorry, I choked him out. You're not choking out white kids. The damn Boston bomber, you just graze him in the shoulder and you hit Diallo 4,050 times. Like, come on, dude. And we sit back and act like we don't tie it together. Every time they kill a black kid, we act like it's a isolated incident. From Emmett Till to Mike Brown to Sandra Bland to Tupac to Biggie, name one, to Michael Jackson to Prince, name one time that black folks have done anything about our fallen leaders. Y'all know who killed Pop. Get out of here with that shit. You know who killed Biggie. You know the cops who did all of the stuff to Mike Brown. Hey, yo, peep this. Who killed Trayvon Martin? Say it.
George Zimmerman.
Okay. Don't try to sue me or nothing. But as gangster as black people are, he not tripping. He don't have bodyguards.
Yeah.
Because he know black folks ain't gonna do shit. So for me, until we do something, it's a bunch of talk. It's just a bunch of talk. For me.
I feel like I could talk to you forever.
Good.
David Banner, thank you so much for coming
Thank
to
you.
chit chat
Pre-order my
with me.
album. If you want to help me pre-order my album, like I don't want your hope and your praise and your high fives and people see me and man, you really.
You don't want your likes, no sliding in my DMs.
Keep all that shit. Like buy something. And let me tell you something that's crazy. My homeboy does. He does a lot of research in psychology. And he said, Banner, you need to watch something. He said all of the papers, because they're using hip hop a lot, in education and in higher education, and the effects that hip hop can have on the clinical world and on education. But all he said, about 95% of the papers are all written on Eminem. No, I'm being honest with you.
Oh my God.
And then I read a paper that said that in 15 years, when you look back, Eminem is going to be like the face of hip hop.
That's absurd.
Because, no, it's not absurd because history was taken away from us, so we don't respect it.
Yeah.
Go ask a young black rapper who was Run DMC. 9 times out of 10, unless they from New York or like grew up around, their dad was hip hoppers, they don't know. But ask them who Elvis is. I bet you they know who Elvis is. Because we are touchy-feely. They write shit down. So at the end of the day, we live hip-hop. They observe hip-hop. So they are the ones that's doing all the research and the studying. We over here living it. But when we die, it's gone. We're going to have to start having some type of respect and start paying for hip-hop. If we don't, it's not an art no more.
Yeah. And then that kind of circles back around with, like you said, you come into the Ebonies, you come into the Essence, you come into Global Grinds. Because a lot of the times these artists don't even want to come. So they're like, they want to go straight to the Fader or Complex.
I love y'all.
Thank you.
Have you ever noticed before I go that most of the things on the internet, or most of the things that have to do with hip hop, not owned by black people?
100%.
Well, not 100, about 85%.
Yeah.
And most of the things that say hip hop, they don't do nothing but tear hip hop down. There's not many places that you can go to that that build up the hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's about drama. You know, it's about perpetuating death in our community. It's about wedging. Like I see a lot of the sort of female sites. I see a lot of the artists who say that they're pro-female. But by saying they're pro-female, they do everything that they can to tear down black men. It's no different than black men in their music tearing down black women. And then they perpetuate that. And just like I told you about the kids, if they see that that's selling and that's successful, then they're gonna do it. And then they sit back and get all the likes and get all of the, all of the money, all of the ad money.
Yeah.
And we dying, and our families are being taken away from us. And I hate that. That was one of the reasons why I wrote the song Marry Me. So now you can't say that in your blogs, that there isn't a rapper that doesn't love on black women, that doesn't tell them that he appreciates them, that that's the type of woman that he would like to marry. Whether I do or not, we'll see in the future.
We gonna get you married, David.
I appreciate it.